good morning, good morning. Good morning. This is Spirit Journey. Welcome. Yes, today is Sunday, beautiful Sunday, January 23rd, 2022. And the time, as you see there, is 6:12 in the morning. Let me show my little girl. She's sleeping. You can hardly see her because the light is dim. This is my little peanut, Lilac. Well, you see that little lilac? Yeah. It's Lilac's 12th birthday. Let's see. Let's see her this way. No, it's hard to see her in the light. Yeah, that's my little peanut, Lilac, the Shih Tzu. She just turned 12 today. Yeah. Happy birthday, Lilac. Yeah. Oh, she's lifting her head. Oh, that's my little peanut. Yes, I love her to death. She's real cuddly and sweet. Yes, and she loves to sleep. And this time is no, just like any other time. Yes, she loves to sleep and cuddle up. She loves a low energy activity. And yeah, she has an appetite. Yes, yes, I love her to death. So I just want to share with you all a happy birthday. I'm going to be talking about different things, but I just wanted to get this out first. My little baby girl. And those people want to send her a little gift, through my PayPal me. Uh, the link is attached to uh, my YouTube channel on the banner, on the right side of the banner on my channel, Spirit Journey. You'll see my PayPal me link. And those people want to send her a little happy birthday card or write in the comment section to wish her a happy birthday, please do so. Yes, yes, this is little Lilac, my little potato, my baked potato. Yes, so let's give a quick happy birthday to her while I next talk about other subjects that interest me. Okay, here I go. Yeah, I'm not a singer, people. Here I go. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, happy birthday. Happy birthday to you. Woo! Yeah. Yeah, happy birthday, little baby girl. Yeah, and may you have many, many more. Yes, and this is my other little girl. Look at, oh, that cute. This is Lily, the Havanese. Oh, you look so beautiful, Lily. Yes, she's Lily, my Havanese, and she's 12 years old also. Her birthday was 10 weeks ago, and my little boy Lavender, his birthday was about a week ago. Yeah, yeah, he turned 9 years old, and we have one more celebration this week. Uh, it'd be for Lily here, the anniversary when I brought her home for the first time. Yeah, yeah. Oh, yeah. We love you too, Lily. Yeah, we love you too. Yeah, we celebrated your anniversary when we brought you here. Oh no, wait a minute, my mistake. I'm thinking about something else. But yeah, her anniversary is a Wednesday. It'd be 12 years ago that 12 years ago that I brought Lily here home with me. Yes. Yeah, she's my first dog ever. First dog. And I remember that day, it was raining that day. And I set up my apartment to be really cozy. I had like classical music playing in the background for her to welcome her to a nice, soothing environment. Okay, yeah, this is yeah. So now little Lilac, she's like licking her little paw. Sorry that it's hard to see her in the shade here. I mean, in the shadow here. Okay, okay. Yeah, Lily is begging for attention. Yeah, yeah. But it's Lilac's birthday. Okay, so I'll pet you, Lily. Yeah. So yeah, you can hardly see her. So let me just go. I like the sky here. Okay, yeah, that looks pretty. Yeah, I like the. Let me make it zoom in more. Ooh, is that how beautiful? Yeah, this is the Manhattan skyline, and that's my little lamp there on the side. You know, you can see that. Let's see. Yeah, that's my little lamp. It's a reflection of the lamp. Yeah, I love light. I love lighting. And these, in the evening or when it's dark outside, early morning, I love looking at the Manhattan skyline, seeing the buildings with the lights on. It's very, very soothing for me. Yeah. So just wanted to get that out the way, celebrating Lilac's birthday. And yeah, it's kind of cold out. It's around 21 degrees Fahrenheit. And, it's been very cold lately. And I don't, my dogs are getting older. And with this, that pathogen out there, I'm I am cautious going out in cold weather. Um, I have gear. I told you guys that I bought what do you call? I'm sorry, I'm multitasking here. I was just moving something from behind me. Yeah, I have. Oh, you can see Lilac now. She walked over. See, let's see. She can walk, people. The watch her. She's gonna dig. Isn't that cute? Yeah, she's playful. She's actually playful. She knows she's being watched now. She knows she's being watched. She'll pretend like she's digging for gold, and it's so cute. She really is an adorable little dog. Yeah. Okay. So anyway, then back to the window here. Yeah, I bought this. It's called Refrigiware, and it's for like occupations who work in like freezers, and so it's designed for like either -40 or -20 degrees Fahrenheit. Yeah, you heard me right. -20, -40 degrees Celsius, Fahrenheit. And I wore it once. I wore it in 20 something degree weather. And yes, it works very well in 20 degrees Fahrenheit. But, my little doggies, I have a stroller. Sorry about that. Oh, the counter, yeah, it was just glitching there a moment ago. Sorry for the glitch. Yeah, it's been happening a lot now. The glitching during the live stream when I use my iPad or phone. But anyways, I'm back on. Yeah, so I have that, and but because I have the stroller, and it does have like a shield on it, like in case it rains or something, it covers the window so they don't get wet. So it's to block out some of the cold as well. Um, but sometimes I feel a little, I think with all this hype that's happening now regarding that thing that started almost about 2 years ago, I'm a little bit more aware of safety, and you don't want to get sick. And again, my dogs are getting older, right? So I don't want them to get seriously sick. I want to keep them nice and warm and protected here at home. So this year I only brought them out a few times. Um, yeah, I don't want to expose them to the cold, but maybe for this birthday, um, maybe I don't know yet. I might go out with her, um, just a short time. I could keep her in the stroller and just take her out for her to go potty, and then put it back in the stroller, and so she's protected. They have I have their sweaters and coats, you know. Um, yeah, I want to do something special for her. Um, yeah, so that's that topic now. As you see in the title, I wanted to talk about other things, and in the description, I indicate, I said about Kanye West, about self-hate, but I really mean to say body hate, or people who body shame, I should say. Yeah, I might change it to body shaming rather than self-hate. And about Madeira. Yeah, let me talk about Madeira quick, because that's, I think, quicker. Um, I mentioned in my last live stream that the social climate here, I think for many people, is really very tight now, um, very limiting because of this health crisis, as I want to put it. Um, yeah, it's a lot of these social. I call it social engineering. What's happening in New York City, where I live, it's really bad. Uh, a lot of drug abuse, a lot of crime, violent crime. They had sent over to New York City 2 years ago what you call, again, it's not a shame, it's not shaming them, but they transported 4,000 homeless people to live here in New York City. Now, with all this, the current health condition, um, see, it's a way of destabilizing, and many of these people are violent. They're ex, people who came out of jail, drug abuse. They usually go hand in hand. Drug abuse, people coming out from jail, drug dealers. Yeah, they're all over my neighborhood now. And I told you guys before, I got groped by a fellow. He was panhandling, and I was very polite to him. And then he said, by pretense, he wanted to find out about my dogs that were with me. And when he got closer to me, he had touched my behind. I was furious, and I did call the cops. And they didn't want to arrest him. They said, oh, he's probably crazy. So they don't even just, you know, arrest him. They said, oh, he's probably crazy. Why is, what, you're a physician now? They should have just arrested him. It's not crazy. He's just a guy. He lived in one of the shelters, he said. So because he lived in one of those, oh, he's probably crazy. So anytime when a man gropes a woman, he's probably crazy, or he's probably crazy because he did it to a black woman. I mean, the guy was black himself, older guy. Yeah, so I don't feel safe around some of the homeless. Or I should, well, again, he's not homeless. He lives in a shelter, one of the hotels. That's for the homeless. Oh, what? What's happening there? See, that means she wants something. When she does that noise, you want to go on the floor? You want to go get off the bed? Huh? You want to get off the bed, my little peanut? Oh, okay. Yeah, she's smart. Where does her face go? Where did she go? Where did it go? Okay. Okay, Mama Bear. Sorry. Yeah. Okay, I'll put you on the floor. I'll put you on the floor. Okay. Yeah, I see you. Well, you can't see her down there. Yeah, the lighting in here is very low, and only when it's right next to the lamp you can see outside the window. But if I aim it anywhere else, what's up? What's up? You have to go pot. Let me open the door for her. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Let me get out of bed. Yeah. There you go. Oh, you don't want to. You need to go out? Where should go? See, that's right there. I'll open the door. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Sorry, people. Yeah, when you got little pets, yeah, they're trained to go in the bathroom. Yeah. I train them to go in the bathroom. Yeah, because I know some days I will not go outside when it's like a snowstorm, you know, cold weather, right? So I train them to go where, you know, there. It works. It works for me. Sometimes it can get hectic, but you have to be on top of it. You really do. You have to be on top of it. So anyway, I hope you guys could hear me. Um, so I'm afraid now of the so-called homeless or the panhandlers. Let me just call them panhandlers. He was panhandling me, and it's spooky when that happens because you don't know whether they're going to try to grab you, you know, a pretense to bring you over, you know, to have you give them money, and then they sneak a feel, and they have the cops, the white cops. Oh, it's probably crazy. We'll send him to the hospital. And remember this other lady, last November, 2021, um, I get assaulted in the middle of the street as I was crossing an intersection. It's right in the middle of the street when it happened. And she's a young white female. Cop says she's schizophrenic. How did they determine that? It took 4 cops to subdue her, but they were nice to her though. They were nice. They weren't brutal, but it did take 4 cops to keep her in check. While the ambulance came for her, she gets put in the ambulance before I did, and I'm the one that got assaulted. So I don't feel safe here. I don't feel safe in New York City, and more I'm thinking about how I want to move, and that's where Madeira comes in. Yeah, and a a relative, my great grandfather, uh, was a Portuguese man from overseas, not Brazil, um, and he had lived in Madeira. Well, he often talked about Madeira, how beautiful the sunsets in Madeira, and so I knew about Madeira for quite a while because of that family story, you know, oral history. And so now I'm wondering, wow, what it'd be like to move over there. So any of you who know anything about the island of Madeira, which is a part of Portugal, it's an island off the coast, I think about 400 miles away from Morocco. And Morocco is an African country in the northwest. Yeah, northwest of Africa, on Africa. So if anyone has any information about housing, you know, rentals, I should say, rentals or yes. What are you barking for? What? Come here. Sorry, that's my little girl. It's her birthday and come here. She wants my attention. I'm sorry. Lila, come over here. Mommy's doing a live stream. Come here. Come. Look at her. Look at her. Oh, you can't see. You can hardly see her. That's her right there. Come on. See, you can't see her really. The lighting's so bad. Oh, she's really cute when she does that. Come here. Come here. Yeah. Oh, brother. Oh, let me grab her. I'll get out of bed and I'll grab her. I'm sorry. Yeah, come here. Come here. Come. Yeah, that's her. See? Yeah, see, she can run and everything. See that? She's not indolent. She's not an invalid. Come, move over. Move over. Yeah, she's very lively when she wants to. Yeah, see, the lighting is better on this side here. See, that's her. Yeah, she is adorable. She is adorable. Yeah, she's gonna do the dig for gold now. Oh, she's adorable. I love my little peanut. Happy birthday, baby girl. Yeah. So this yeah, see the digger for gold. Yeah, that's my foot. I'm sorry. I don't have my feet in there. Yeah, so yeah, so I didn't feel comfortable, the attack. So they let her loose. They brought her to the hospital, and 4 days after the attack, she's right in front of me, 2 blocks away from my home. The attack happened in a different neighborhood. Now she's in my neighborhood. I was so scared. She didn't do anything. She walked right past me. She didn't do anything, but I was scared. I had my dogs with me in the stroller. So maybe she didn't recognize me because when the attack happened, I was leaving a doctor's appointment. I mean, my dentist. And I didn't have my dogs with me. So, yeah. So I started really seriously thinking again. Early last year, I was thinking about moving, looking to buy a house. Yeah. And that fell through. So I just said, well, I might as well just stay here. I'm just stuck here. And then later on, last September, this guy attempted to attack me, but I came, my my doorman concierge came to my rescue. Yeah. So that's when I started really thinking about that happened on September 1st of last year, 2021. And yeah, so I started thinking about, hey, maybe I should move from here, move out of the country. So yeah, I remember, uh, heard about Madeira. It's a pretty island, very pretty island, and yeah, it's a very pretty island. And so I'm thinking about it again. So yeah, I'm getting information on visas. What else? Getting my, documents together now. Uh, yeah, ideally, I would love to move. Ideally, I want to move. Um, I don't know how I'm going to do this. No matter what, it's going to cost a fortune. Yeah, see, the part of the problem I mean, to transport dogs. Uh, I checked one of the airlines, and the maximum number of dogs you can bring on board is two. Each passenger can have 2 dogs. Sorry, it's just buffering there a moment ago. Sorry about that. Sorry about that. It's just buffering. So, I mean, I could buy someone a ticket, a round trip ticket, and they're just used to carry my dog and go back. Or I could maybe buy a ticket. But I could think of that also, maybe to just buy an extra ticket, buy 2 seats, buy one way, 2 seats. Yeah, I'll check that out. Yeah, just dawned on me. If I buy 2 seats, but I think they said per passenger. But I can check that out. Yeah, I'll give them a call. I say, hey, I know you said two dogs per customer, but what if I buy 2 seats? Yeah, I have to find that out. So, but I have to find, on the safe side, just find something that, won't be any confusion. Just find some other means to have my dogs, have my dogs travel safely. Yeah. 2 of my dogs are flat-faced dogs, like my little Shih Tzu here. She's flat-faced, and this one has a snout. Yeah, that's a Lily the Havanese. Okay. And yeah, and my little boy is a Pekingese. He's flat-faced also. So any of you who know about uh, people who international travel with your pets and dogs with flat faces, what I can use to um, have them travel safely. Yeah, some of the airlines do not permit flat-faced dogs because of the potential breathing problem that flat-faced dogs have. And they did this one video that I watched. They talked about um, the Queen Mary 2, I think it's called, the Queen Mary 2 cruise ship. Well, last November, there was that pathogen. There were two sick passengers, and the article said this would be the last time that they're going to New York. And then it turned out that they're closing shop. Yeah, the Queen Mary cruise ship is no longer commissioned. Yeah, yeah, it wasn't profitable. They said they're losing money. Interesting. Yeah, I guess the cruise ships. You know what? The cruise ships they don't have fresh air, so everybody's breathing in the same stale air. They should have this use UV lights in key areas like in the hallways, or let's say the eating area where people congregate, and it kills off pathogens. UV light. Yeah, so I think, a lot of these people are older people. A lot of older people, their immune system is low, and they're breathing in the same stale air, and they get sick. Remember, they had some of the Legionnaire's disease? Same thing. These were older people, and they got sick. Yeah, so people, if you have older people, don't have them go on those places with all these older people, you know? You know what else? It just remind me of something. A couple of days ago, I had to go to the post office to mail something. And yes, good morning, viewer. Good morning. Yes, so when I went to the post office near where I live, the air it was hot and muggy, and no circulating air. People, you think that it's safe to breathe in stale air? Yeah, a person I know used to work for the post. Well, they worked for the post office, and they had gotten sick with that disease. That thing that's been happening now for the past 2 years. Yes, yeah, they don't have good air. They have all those people all stuck together, no windows. They breathe in this stale air, and you don't know what's on those packages, and it was just a breeding ground for sickness. So it's really something. They want you to have that thing on your face, so you're getting low oxygen. Did you know that when you're not getting enough oxygen, that will decrease your immune system? And so when a natural occurrence occurs, because there's things in the air all the time, you know, air has everything in it. It's how your body responds to it. The cold weather, lowers your immunity. You're not as physically active. You're getting less oxygen, and you're prone to get something, right? So yeah, so it doesn't make sense. And they actually create, in my opinion, creating an environment that welcomes dis ease to the body. We have to do some thinking, people. Is it does it make is it common sense? And like with cancers, I was told that there's an increase in cancer. What are they putting those things that we wear on our faces, right? Why they keep on pushing this particular brand to use on your face? I'm thinking that something might be inside the mask. Oops, I wasn't supposed to say that word. Well, there's something that's on the face, and it's a rise in cancer. Did you know that cancer doesn't thrive in well oxygenated environments? Well, if you can't breathe well with that thing on your face, and if you have cancer cells in your body, they're going to proliferate. They will proliferate, meaning grow, multiply. Yep. Try to get in that oxygen. So what I do here, yeah, the windows are tightly closed right now. Okay. But in the morning when I get out of bed, I like to open up the window and get all the stale air out. But you know something, people? It's really weird. Cold air, I don't know. It seems like cold air in the winter when it's dark outside. It doesn't, I don't like it on my body. It feels funny when I open the windows and I open up the front door. And so the air travels through and out of my apartment just to get the old air out. But I find that it feels corrosive on the body. So I have like something, I have a scarf on right now. Yeah, I had opened up the windows yesterday and I felt, yeah, the cold air doesn't feel good on my throat. When my throat gets cold, yes, good morning, viewer, good morning. Yes, when cold air is moving against my throat, I could get a cold. I could get sick or sore throat. Yep. So I wrapped that scarf on around my throat and I took a throat lozenge, boy. I said, I don't want it. I don't want any any sickness to hit me. Yeah. Yeah, it seems like cold air has like a spirit attached to it. A sick spirit. You know, you can easily get sick. And I was told that like the body, the human body, everything's about equilibrium. I mean, the germs are germs, people. But when your body feels that there's a change in environment, even with animals, my dogs, like I had gotten my dog, like my little girl here, in the month of January. Yeah, this week would be her 12th anniversary when I got her, this coming Wednesday. And when I brought her home, it only took a half an hour to bring her home, and she got sick. She caught like what I think they call it a whooping cough or something. So that, the dogs get this cough, and it got real bad. And so I had to bring her uh, back to the place where I got her, and they treated her for free. She was there for about a week, and then I brought her home. Everything was fine. But yeah, when there's a shift in environment, yes, hello, viewer. Good morning. Good morning. Yeah, when there's a shift in the environment, whether it be the temperature, mostly the temperature, um, it puts stress on your body. Your body has to be in equilibrium, and when that equilibrium is shifted, your body's response shifts also, and it's just and you get sick. It's your body trying to adjust to the change and cold weather, cold season, and you get exposed to the cold. Um, your body takes that as a stressor, and your cells in your body secretes what they call exo something exo maybe it's exotoxin. I could be wrong, but it's exo something that your body makes. It excretes it out of the cell and gets in your blood system, and it's like a stress chemical, and it causes you to get sick. Yeah, so it's your body's like crying out, so to speak, that hey, what's going on? We're stressed out, and it's this ease that it creates. And it's these exo whatever it's called when you get a blood test. That's what they're reading, and they're calling these things I think viruses. Your own body created them. Yeah, those of you who know that term, what they call exo something, let you can let us know in the chat room. Those of you who are science, know about science and what these things are called, you can write in the chat room to educate us. Yeah, I forget the exact name, but it's exo something. And so the faster your body is able to adjust to these changes, you know, the you know, so you have to have a strong immune system. So to have a strong immune system, your body's able to adapt to these environmental changes. So many sicknesses isn't due to a virus, it is due to your body adjusting to the shift in the environment, whether you went into, a cold climate, let's say. Like right now, it's cold. So you find like people who, let's say they live in a warm climate and they go visit a cold climate, they can get sick because the shifting happened too quickly and it put a shock on your body. Okay. So, yeah, that's what happens. So, yeah, I'm interested in this move to Madeira because the environment here right now, um, yeah, things are locking down. Oh, we do, New York City does have a new mayor. We do have a new mayor, and he's saying now some, about certain lockdowns. So I think he wants to change it now. But be careful. See, I think what they do like a bait and switch, as I call it. Like they let you believe that they are changing, but it's to get you to go in, right? It's to let you to put your guards down and everybody go out there, do their thing, and then the lockdown again. Boom. I believe they want to try to get as many people sick. In my opinion, I know it sounds bad. I know that doesn't sound kind, but it's what I believe. To put your guards down, get everybody out there in the cold weather, and um, then you're going to have a lot of sick people. Because again, people are getting, I call it, I have to be careful what I call certain things because they could pull, yes, they still pull, I mean, not pull, they limit I am monetized. And if I say certain words, they will flag my account and say that they're going to modify my monetization for that particular video. So I have to be careful. So, but I call it bug juice or the Kool-Aid. And many of us New Yorkers have taken the Kool-Aid. And did you know that Kool-Aid could um, cause, it can cause sickness to your body, and you're transmissible. You can spread the Kool-Aid to other people. What the Kool-Aid has. The Kool-Aid has the bug juice in it, and it could be transferred to other people. As many as 6 people could get the um, the bug juice in them, and that's what's been happening. So so many people did drink the Kool-Aid in New York City, and so we're not safe. We're not safe from each other. Yeah, there are long lines of people getting tested for the bug juice. See if any bug juice is growing in them. Yeah, and I guess also we have many visitors, and so to go on the flight, you have to have like a negative testing. Now, how could they test for something that wasn't designed to test for that particular bug juice? I don't know, people. I think it's a racket. Oh, look, okay, it's dawn out there. See the sky? I'm just noticing now the sky is brightening. Yeah, this is a beautiful time of the day. You have the sunrise going to come out in a few more minutes. It's 6:52 a.m. in the morning. Yeah. And the last time I checked, the sunrise is officially at it was 7:18 in the morning. So it might have changed by now. But yeah. But this is dusk. I mean dawn. The dawn of the day. Yes, you guys know I like the dawn. I like early morning when this just before the sun comes out, and it's beautiful, and it's beautiful to walk in it if you can. But the last time I did that, it was dangerous. Yeah, you have the drug dealers hanging outside the street. Yeah, right around here, there's a drug dealer spot, and it could be very spooky for me. And that was where I got groped. Yeah, I got groped right at that spot where they congregate. Yeah, so it's I feel like trapped. I don't want to live around this. I don't like. Yeah, there's no war on drugs. The war is to bring in drugs. The war is to bring in these drugs in certain neighborhoods and have them kill each other. I'm sick of it. I don't want to be around it. And I'm getting older, people. I turned 59 years old. That's 5'9". I turned 59 uh, last month in December. And I want to live a comfortable life. I mean, I love my home, but I'm not safe to walk the streets here. And I just want to, I don't want to feel scared and to walk my dogs. Yeah. And they try to take my little boy. Yeah. I was in the park, and this drug addict, white fellow, in fact, a young white fellow, drug addict, and he tried to grab my dog. Yeah. And back then I had my camera on. I had my body. Yes, many of you know that I used to wear a body cam, and I had the body cam on at the time, and it videotaped the whole thing. And in the camera, you can see the guy at a distance. He had spotted me, and he crossed over. He deliberately came to do harm. Yep, it's really something. Really something. So yeah, the people say, keep your eye out, but he was at a distance, but you can see him on the camera. The camera got him on the peripheral at a distance. He was to my far left, and you could see him crossing over. I'm looking straight ahead, but the camera caught it in the body cam. Yep. So yeah, some things you just don't know. It happened in broad daylight. It wasn't a lot of people. It happened at 2 something in the afternoon. Yeah, so that's a good hour, 2 something in the afternoon. Well, it happened. Yeah, I was heading home. I was just 10 minutes away from the exit on my way home. Yeah, so it's like, don't stay out too late, you know. And it happened. Yeah, it happened in the winter. Yeah, it was cold. I remember it was cold out there. I forget what month it happened. It could have been in the fall. Yeah, it was fall weather. The leaves were still on, on the trees. Yeah, I have to look. Yeah, I have it. I uploaded the video on my channel. Yeah, I had my camera on. I forgot I even had my camera on actually when it happened. And when I got home, I uploaded it. Show people, hey, this guy tried to grab me, grab my dog. I meant to say. Yeah. So I'm afraid though. I've never lived in a foreign country. I want to know what the social environment is as it pertains to Black people. Yeah, there's a lot of information about mainland Portugal being good to Black people, but this island, Madeira, which is a part of Portugal, I don't know what the environment there is like or how affordable it is. So anybody knows about the affordability of Portugal, let me know. Yeah, let me know about any rentals long term. So I want to know what's out there. or if anyone has a, yeah, because everybody, oops. Okay, I see, I have a low energy. My battery's running low, and then I'm finished with the live stream. Let me just get the battery. I mean, the cord. Okay. Sorry about that. Yeah. Ugh, okay. Sorry about that. Yes, I'm putting the plug in, plugging it in. Yes, I hope that works. Let me move this light. I have to sit on the edge. Ugh, sorry about that. So, yeah, I need as much information as I can regarding relocation. Yeah, a lot of people talk about Mexico being a great place for Black Americans. Um, but I don't feel, I don't feel led to go visit there. Um, yeah, I don't really, yeah, I don't think I want to stay in the Americas. Yeah, and Brazil, there is a large community of people um, that talk about Brazil, but this one YouTuber moved there 7 months ago, but she left. She's not there anymore, and she's not telling people why she left. She's still, yeah, she's back in Florida. And then she also went to the Caribbean for New Year's or around New Year's. So I don't understand what's going on. Yeah, and I don't know about Brazil. Um, it's romanticized Brazil, a beautiful country, big country, a large black population, but people, there's crime being done against black people. The police in Brazil are brutal to black people there. So why would I want to go there? Why would I want, what, it's inexpensive, but I don't want to leave one environment and go in another environment where it's brutal against black people. The poor there. I don't want it. So, yeah, I don't feel led to go to Brazil, even though it's romanticized and everything. I just don't have a call. I don't feel I have a calling there. So, Madeira, again, I have connections because my great grandfather was from there, or he at least lived there. He was a Portuguese man. So, we're not sure whether he was physically born in Madeira or he was actually born in Portugal. It's a beautiful place. They're into plants there in Portugal. That's also my interest there. I'm into flowers and nature, and they love their nature. Yeah, I like that. I like that. So, any information about Madeira, please let me know. Anyone who listens this far into the video, let me know. The last thing I want to talk about is I wrote in the description about Kanye, Kanye West. I talked about certain things that happen um, within the black community to be aware of. Again, your sexual preference is your business. Who you marry is your business. But it's what I'm noticing, and I feel that many people in the black community are being, what do you call it? Their handler. Their handler. Um, you have people who have handlers. Many of them, are in the music industry, acting. Somehow certain people get set up with certain people and they're being controlled, you know? And I sense, and other people had talked about it, and I said in a past video that Some people have handlers and they're like a witch. All of a sudden, now I really don't follow Hollywood, Hollywood gossip and things like that. I don't really watch it. But of course, I'm on YouTube and they'll recommend these videos. So you see them. You see, the news is shared to you. So one recent video indicated that Kanye was, um, he has children with Kim, and he wasn't permitted to go to the baby, the the baby birthday, or the child's birthday. And he went on social media to ask people where her child is so he can go visit. That is so embarrassing. Very, very embarrassing to be a celebrity like he. He is very, I think is considered from the A list. He's extremely popular, well known. And as you see, the past few years, they made him out to look crazy, right? And I said, wow, they're going to do him in. So now he's not with his wife. And did you know, like, whoever who makes the most money, they're the one that has to pay the child support? Who makes more money, he or she? Okay? So now the kids is being used as a weapon against him. You can't see my kid. See that? They control you. See, if you, um, not with the narrative, and he was exposing certain things, whether you believe him or not, the fact that he was sharing the information that he was sharing, he's getting punished for it. And then, oh, you have to be crazy. Like what's her name? Like Britney Spears. Just like Britney Spears. Yes, good morning, viewer. Good morning. Yes, just like Britney Spears. What did you see what happened with Britney Spears? They had her drugged. And it was hidden from the public. And what was happening to her, what happened to her since her early 20s. And they dictated everything. They dictated who she's associated with. They dictated the clothes she wears, her money. She didn't have her own wallet. They would give her an allowance. Yet what they did with her money, they dipped into her money and took what they wanted for themselves. But yet she cannot handle her money. So she went public with it finally. So she can have access to her kids, uh, control her money and finances. And it was a hearing. And thank God the judge allowed her to, what do you call it? Broke that contract that she could manage her own money and life. Yeah, I forget the term. They had her on, yeah, custodial. She was under the custodian of her father, who was stealing from her. Mother was behind it also, and sister. I feel they're doing the same thing with Kanye West. Having under a mind control type of thing, under drugs, chemicals, and they can declare you insane and force you in those crazy house and force you to take medication, so-called medication that makes you into a zombie. Right? Remember, they made him look crazy. But when you listen to what he's actually saying, he is not crazy. He is an aware man, and they don't like it. And when you get to the level of awareness of what's going on behind the scenes, they make you look like a crazy person. And now Kim is making it so that he cannot see his own kids. And I thought something like that would happen. These high profile unions, and that they want to make people think there's no racism. And they put these women in particular next to these black men to manipulate them, to control them. And when they get out of line, they use certain weapons. And she's using her kids' weapons against him. And you know who else? I sense the same things happening. 50 Cent, that other singer. Remember, he was looking into uh, I think, Republicans or something that was non-Democrat. And this female said to him on camera that if you um, do this, you're not really a black person. What is this outsider? What is this outside? I have to keep my mouth. I was talking too loud there for a moment. Yeah, I have a new neighbor, so I have to be careful how sometimes I get a little loud. But really, what is this outsider concerned about the black community? She is not a member of the black race. These, the people, they're using women from other groups and infiltrate these black American men and manipulate them and force them into certain politics or else. And he followed along. I couldn't believe this. I remember him from 19 years ago when he was just a kid. And there was this the Run DMC. One of the founding members was murdered in the music studio. And the media was talking to him. It was the first time I ever heard of him, 50 Cents. Yeah. So now he's a grown man, about almost 40, and he's being controlled by an outsider, a female. But do we go into their communities and tell them how to vote? No. So it's a modern day, this is what modern day slavery looks like. That it controls, they allow you to make money. Yeah, even in the slavery day, slaves were allowed to make money. They could have a side job and make money. Yep. So modern day slavery, they allow you to make money because they want to control you. So be careful who you union with. Be careful because they are taking advantage. And when you're not in line, they will declare you crazy. They'll frame you or blackmail you. And that's what's going on. Yeah. Be careful, people. Again, who you love, who you sleep with is your business. But be careful who you join with because it could be a setup and they could be assigned to you as a handler. They could be a pretty handler. Oh, you know what else I forgot, people? Yeah, it was also what I wanted to talk about. To love what I talked about wrote in the description about I said about self love or I'm sorry, self hate. People who self hate. What I really meant to say was body shaming. Someone shared me a story. Uh, a black female who was very curvy in those areas, her buttocks and thighs and everything. And she was offered a job. And yeah, she interviewed for the job, got it, but she was given a handler, an employer. And the employer said, For you to work here, you have to have your backside reduced. Could you imagine someone doing that? This is a black woman. And many of us have those curvy, and they had were to she was to audition, she auditioned and was got accepted. She got accepted with what she looked like. But now this it was a white man, a European. He said, "Well, for you to work here, you have to change your body." Isn't that awful? Isn't that awful? Now they're controlling our bodies. So she did go with it. Unfortunately, she was a young girl. She was an adult, I should say. She was an adult in her 20s. And then she meets her future husband. And they marry, and she uh, was pregnant. And her boss, so-called handler, didn't like that she was pregnant, and then fired her. Here she made money for him for several years, and it's natural for a woman to want a husband and uh, get married and have a baby. And she did bring it to court. And guess what? This is happening in Europe. The lawyers from her side and the opposing side were getting buddy and to do lunch, and they left her in court without being represented, and she lost the case. You're going to pay for a lawyer, and the lawyers were having lunch together. They left her in court to have lunch. This is so evil. Evil. Evil people. They do that. These lawyers. They're criminal, a lot of these lawyers. See, lawyers belong to the bar, and they all mingle and help each other. They're very sloppy, too. Yeah, I went to try to get a lawyer for myself for the attack that happened to me in November. I contact a lawyer that I found online. It was under, assaults. That was the category that I got the lawyer in. Then he contacted me, "Oh, we don't handle that type of thing," even though the things that they do. And then they, without my permission, forwarded my information to another lawyer. And that lawyer contacted me to say, "Oh, we don't handle things like that." Oh, I'm sorry. They said, I'm sorry. I got confused there for a second. No, my mistake. Um, they told that second lawyer that my case was an accident report. No, mine was an assault. So these lawyers can't even think straight, and they handle it recklessly, my personal information online, and says, "Oh, we don't take. I mean, um, we can yeah." He had called me on the phone, so I said, "No, it wasn't an accident report. It was an assault." "Oh, I'm sorry, I don't handle assaults." Wow. I didn't even. I'm not going to even report it. See, it was, I think, illegal for them to pass on my information without asking me to do that, and then gave them wrong information and called it an accident report. Rather, it was a physical assault against me. So they're real sloppy. They cover for each other. And I know of other people that um, had hired a lawyer, and they were getting money from the opposing side. Yeah. someone who was being discriminated in housing. So they hired a lawyer, and it turned out the lawyer was getting money from the house association. It was for a co-op, and he found out. So he threatened to sue the lawyer. And he eventually was able to move into the building. And of course, a lot of these people moved out. So you do have racism, real racism in America that's covered up. And the lawyers covered up also. Because the lawyers are members of these, many of the lawyers are members of these groups that antagonize black people. So it's awful. Um, So I'm mentioning this story about the lady who had to go through liposuction because, see, they don't love themselves. These some of these Europeans and whites, they don't love themselves. They don't love what you have. They don't love that we have a curvy body because they don't have it. But yet they want to try to look like black people by getting things done in their butt. Yeah, they get butt jobs. They get lip jobs also to make their lips bigger. Yes, they do. Many of them do. But then they don't like you because what you have is natural. And then they're going to force you to remove what you have. This happened in the 1990s. Yeah, 1990s, she had to um, get this thing done. Yeah, horrible. Horrible. And then she gets pregnant maybe 3 years after she started working. She, I don't want to say what she does for a living, but she's a performer. Let me just put it that she's a performer, and it's this control that some people want over you, and they got rid of her. Yeah, horrible, horrible. So that's why I say, people, to love yourself, to not hate your body, even though they want you to hate yourself. They want to hate the way you look. They want to hate your body, your hair, the way you talk. But I say to look in that mirror and say, I love you, that you love yourself. Love yourself because it starts with you to self love and to forget about these people. Don't stay around people who think hateful against you. And some people could even be family members. Yes, they can even be family members. You have family members that could be jealous of the way you look. They could be jealous of your education. They could be jealous of your accomplishments. But stand your ground. Self love yourself. Respect yourself. And stay away from people who wish you harm. You know? Stand your ground. Yeah, these days the attack is coming from all over. You have people who want to dictate your health needs. They want to choose what your medicine is. You have people who don't like the way you look and want you to change your body for their needs, the other person's needs. I say enough is enough. Just say no. Like I said in my last video, I said, just say no, even if it hurts you. Just say no. Stand your ground. Have personal respect for your body, soul, and spirit. Okay? Yes. So I'm looking at the time now. It is, what time? Yeah, it's 7:23 a.m. in the morning. Yes, happy sunrise. Yes, sunrise is now. It just probably um, came up 3, 4 minutes ago. Yes, happy sunrise. Happy sunrise, people. Good morning, New York City. I love you. Yeah, I love you, but I feel that I need to move. I just might stay. I mean, who knows? But I want to find out what my options are and need to save up money. So any of you who could, who likes my content, You could PayPal me. I have my PayPal me link on the top right of the banner of my channel, Spirit Journey channel. Just click on the link, follow the prompt, and any amount would be greatly, greatly appreciated. Yes, and it's little Lilac's birthday. Yes, so anyone wants to send a little gift to my little doggy woggy, you're free to do so at that with that PayPal me link. Again, thank you so much for listening. Yes, self-love is the first thing. Love yourself and love your neighbor. Yes, be good to yourself and others. That is what I want to live by. Okay? So enjoy your beautiful, beautiful Sunday and keep on, keep it on. Bye bye.